Una nuova relazione sentimentale impegna l'eroe della saga di Transformers, Sam. Si tratta della bella Carly, elemento positivo in una vita professionale che Sam cerca di mettere a fuoco.
What is that?
This is your new lucky bunny.
What? It's a beautiful thought, Carly, but I don't think it's the whole bunny that's lucky. You see, it's just this section here. You see, it's just the rabbit foot that's lucky.
Well, it's just a good luck charm. Help you think positive. Today's important. Come on, get up. Hey, wear that nice tie.
Yeah.
You need any money for lunch?
No, I don't need any money for lunch. I have money from yesterday's lunch. You love it, don't you? I'm just your American boy toy.
I love a boy toy.
Pick him up in this third movie. His maturation has continued. He's now gone through 2 wars. He has sort of a bit of a PTSD thing going on top of the neurosis that was already instilled in him from youth and from his family. And he's in the middle of a new relationship, in the middle of joining the workforce, because the government can't just hire you as the guy who saved the world twice and put you in office. So with all the credentials that he has, and after getting an award from the president, he goes off and seeking a job for his future.
Presto Sam si troverà nuovamente travolto dalla guerra dei Transformers, quando la lotta tra i Megabot di Optimus Prime e i Decepticon di Megatron coinvolgerà anche le unità più specializzate dell'esercito.
Well, I think it is the best of the 3. I think we've learned from the first 2. Second one, we got caught with a writer's strike and made it tough to make that movie. It was very successful around the world, but I always knew it was under the bar of what I wanted it to be. And this time we've assured, we worked our butts off to make this the best of the 3.
I know you've been skeptical.
Technically, it's the best. I think it's just from photography, story to acting to, across the board.
Listen up. You want to hit back? We're gonna have to wingsuit in. It's the only way to get close. I can't promise anyone a ride home, but if you're with me, the world needs you now.
If I'm on ride home, sir.
Who else? Here we go! Here we go! Keep it tight! Coming around.
All right, focus.
Il cast di Transformers 3, diretto ancora una volta da Michael Bay, perde Megan Fox, ma si arricchisce di 2 belle presenze, gradevoli sia per il pubblico maschile, sia per quello femminile. Parliamo della modella Rosie Huntington-whiteley e di Patrick Dempsey.
Well, it all started with an email from Michael about this time last year, so about early May time last year. And we had worked together in 2009 on a Victoria's Secret commercial, and he sent me an email saying, look, I'm casting for another role in Transformers 3. I think you should go to the casting. I'd like you to go. And so, I was a bit apprehensive. There was, then there was no information around the role and whatnot. And, but when a director of a movie of this size tells you to go to an audition, you would be smart to get yourself down to it. So I went and did what I thought wasn't a particularly great job, but apparently was a good job. And I got a phone call a couple of days later asking me to be in the film, and actually I was casting for the new female lead. And he's the coolest guy ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam. Dylan Gould.
Hey! Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you. Carly's told me a lot about you.
Well, vice versa.
Really?
It's a beautiful building, you guys, like the Starship Enterprise in here.
Thank you very much. It leaks. Before Carly came to help run the collection, it was just a complete mess. But now the restorations are back on track. We're going to Pebble Beach this year. We're going to get a trophy for that stand right there. You know why? Because this woman right here is my secret weapon.
Mr. Gould, please, you exaggerate. All I've done is get you organized.
Oh, you have done much more than that, my Duchess.
Nicknames, that's fun.
Yeah, the Duchess. I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think it's coming through Shia's character in many ways brings the audience in and someone to relate to. And then I think the thought of having a bumblebee in your garage is really exciting, and certainly for young kids, even for adults, it's a fun notion. It's a great sense of escape from reality in many ways. And certainly the storytelling and the way Michael shoots his movies, they're epic. just his sense of composition and choreography when it comes to the action sequences and all of that.
It's my pleasure to introduce two titans of filmmaking, Jim Cameron and Michael Bay.
I actually think that all films benefit from 3D in varying degrees. But when I heard that you were considering 3D, I thought, man, I've got to talk Michael into this somehow.
He invited me to the set of Avatar. He's like one of my idols here. And he says, Michael, we've done everything. And I'm like, well, you sunk the Titanic. I didn't, so I got a lot more to do. But he said, you got to look at it as a toy. It's another fun tool to help get emotion and character and create an experience. And I'm always trying to create a great summer experience for the moviegoer.
The marriage of your technical filmmaking and action and the lucidity of the shot design that you create, these long evolving shots that just go and go until your jaw's dropping. And I thought, I've got to see that in 3D.
Was there anything that you actually did with the camera with this rig that hadn't been done before or tried to do?
I mean, a lot of stuff. We're putting these rigs on these cable cams, and you know, you put a 3D camera on a wingsuit guy following these wingsuit guys through the canyons of Chicago, through the buildings, around the buildings, about 150 miles an hour. It was a huge challenge. We used the Avatar crew. They're one of the best 3D crews around. You know, I'm just a director with a little dream of doing a 3D movie, and
But talk about it from an aesthetic standpoint. How did you find actually shooting in 3D?
To me, I like the intimate shots, like Bumblebee, where he comes into your space, because emotionally you can feel these huge things, and it just felt right for this movie. I always have foreground, midground, background in all my shots, and that's just how I've done it my whole life. And so it really fit very natural how I was shooting, and it was just great to sculpt with space.
I just saw the whole picture, and it's pretty great. I like the depth, you know, I mean, I like the fact that you're using the 3D aggressively and really embracing it.
What's the most exciting element of 3D movie making at this point?
Just like Jim said, I had fun on the set shooting it. It was like a new toy, and I actually had a wonderful time doing 3D.
I think it's the applause of the audience when they see something that blows their minds. That's the most exciting part, and you know you've won them. You know you've taken them someplace. I mean, it's what we just experienced here. That's what's great about it.
You can't beat a line like that. Right?
You'll be fine, I promise. Michael Bay watched 60 Minutes one night, and he saw Julian and I flying around mountains in Norway. He called Spielberg and was like, I gotta have wingsuits in Transformers 3.
These are actual people flying wingsuits in a downtown city environment, which has never been done before.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to go jump off the Sears Tower in Chicago.
When people see it, I think there's going to be a natural tendency to believe that it's fake, and in fact it's not. And it looks fantastic in 3D.
We shut down Michigan Avenue, jumping off the Trump Towers. If you can think of anything imaginable to break all the rules, that pretty much did it.
I think Michael Bay's movies are rad because that did just happen. Somebody, like me, just went out there and did something rad for a camera. All because he wants it to be real.